What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including a Wyatt family reunion, WWE dropping a controversial character, John Morrison breaks his silence about his WWE firing, WWE Desperate for fans' input about NXT 2.0, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Now let's do the intro and get straight into our first story. Our first story looks at WWE Desperate for fans' help with NXT. Now, interesting news concerning the WWE's revamp of the former black and gold brand, as PW Insider's Mike Johnson is reporting that they're looking for the fans' opinion on NXT 2.0. WWE issued a survey to fans on their mailing list today, sending feedback on NXT 2.0 and what fans thought of the quality of the programming, talent, and TV product. The survey specifically asked fans if they watched the previous incarnation of WWE NXT and whether they thought the current version was better, the same, or worse than the initial NXT version. Now, although NXT 2.0 initially brought in eyeballs, it hasn't shown a major increase in the ratings, leading some fans and critics to question whether the WWE should have made such revolutionary changes to the program. Johnson elaborated further on the survey, saying, fans were also specifically asked to rate the outcomes of the matches, the look and aesthetic of the show, the quality of wrestling, the variety of stars featured, providing unexpected moments, the storylines during the show, the quality of the matches, the level of excitement during the show, whether it was entertaining from start to finish, the athleticism of the stars, the length of the show, and the entertainment value of the show. According to PW Insider, some of the questions fans were asked to agree or disagree, which included: the show has many unique and exciting characters. I enjoy the athleticism of the wrestling talent on the show. The show has some of my favorite personal wrestling characters. Character development is believable. Now, it's always interesting when the WWE surveys its fans, because many fans think that WWE's product is an indication that the company does whatever it wants, regardless of the fans' wishes. Now, we have two survey questions the WWE should ask the WWE Universe about next. What should NXT 2.0's nickname be now that NXT is no longer the black and gold brand? And is the survey evidence Vince McMahon is already disappointed with NXT 2.0? What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, Nia Jax shares her new name. Now, if you're wondering what's going on with recently released WWE superstar Nia Jax, well, a recent tweet from the former Raw Women's Champion and two-time Women's Tag Team Champion revealed her new name, Lena Fanine. Fanine, real name Savalina Faline, is currently waiting for her non-compete clause to expire. What do you think of her new name? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, a Wyatt family mini reunion. Now, it's exciting news for fans of the WWE faction, the Wyatt family, as fans attending the recent WrestleCade convention got to see two former Wyatt family members as Adam Scherr, aka Braun Strowman, and Eric Redbeard, aka Eric Rowan, together. Both men were present at the event, with Scherr tweeting a photo of himself and Redbeard and the caption, "Family." The Wyatt family remains a highly regarded faction amongst wrestling fans, and while none of its members remain in the WWE, fans wonder whether they'll reunite somewhere else. While that remains to be seen, this brief reunion of Scherr and Redbeard would likely have fans speculating, as they and Wyndham Rotunda remain free agents. Next up, WWE dropping a controversial character on NXT. The WWE has made some major revamps of NXT, bringing in a number of new superstars for its NXT 2.0 show, one of them being blonde bombshell Tiffany Stratton. Fans who tuned into last week's NXT saw a hype video for Stratton, who was billed as a rich spoilt brat, aka a daddy's girl. However, Bryan Alvarez is reporting Daddy's Girl could be a Gone Girl. Alvarez discussed the situation on the Wrestling Observer Live, saying, "I don't know if it's because of me, okay? I'm not going to take credit for this, but I couldn't help but hear within the last few hours that they may now be backing away from this Daddy's Girl character, so we'll see. I'm not sure how many vignettes they've already shot, but if she's no longer talking about Daddy, then you'll know why. You heard it here first." Now, have you guys seen the video? We have, and it's difficult to understand why anyone but the most sensitive would take any offense from the video. If fans wanted something offensive, then they should look at the much maligned Beaver cleavage videos that saw the WWE drop the character faster than Brock Lesnar dropped Kofi Kingston on the 2019 SmackDown. Next up, Bryan Danielson calls Darby Allin reckless. Now that Bryan Danielson is in AEW, he has a whole host of potential opponents, many of whom he's never faced before. One such opponent is Darby Allin, the high-flying daredevil who is constantly amazing fans with his gravity-defying moves and willingness to sacrifice his own body. However, is Allin's appetite for destruction too much for Danielson to deal with? Or Bryan recently spoke with the Casual Conversations podcast about possibly fighting the former TNT champion. There's Darby Allin, who I think is just fantastic. I worry about him physically, all the stuff he puts his body through. They're all kinda different. Dante is doing this incredible high flying. Darby does stuff that seems a little reckless, but I find him to be very psychologically sound and also this great character. Now, a recent interview with Barstool Sports shows Allin is all about getting into the ring with Danielson, and if possible, he wants to face him when AEW debuts in Seattle. He said, "My goal is whenever we debut for Seattle to be the first time we wrestle. It'd be lots of fun, good energy." Allin praised Bryan's work ethic and lack of ego. He goes out there every week. It seems like he has these crazy matches. It's awesome because there's no ego. Like, I only wrestle on pay-per-views. Could have sworn he was on Dark. He was on Dark. That's pretty cool. It sounds like fans can expect to see Danielson and Darby square off sometime in the near future. Next up, was Mustafa Ali scheduled for Survivor Series? Did Mustafa Ali get the short end of the stick again from the WWE? Well, that's the question some fans asked after Ali missed this year's Survivor Series. Although he isn't a top star in WWE, it caught some by surprise when he missed out on the show's 25-man Battle Royal that celebrated the 25th anniversary of The Rock's debut at the '96 Survivor Series. However, Fightful Select reports Ali asked for the time off, hence his absence from the event. If you've been keeping up with our news videos, you know that Ali's wife recently gave birth to their third child. Now, Ali isn't the only WWE superstar taking off time to welcome a new family member, as it's been revealed Kofi Kingston has been off television in order to celebrate the birth of his third child. We'd like to congratulate both families and wish them all the best as they celebrate this huge moment. Next up, John Morrison breaks his silence on the firing. John Hennigan, aka former WWE superstar John Morrison, is one of the latest WWE superstars to get the heave-ho, and now the shaman of sexy is talking about what happened. Hennigan took to Instagram to let his fans know, "To everyone who took part in my journey into the amazing world of professional wrestling, thank you for enhancing my life." The post included a video message from Hennigan as well as an excerpt which follows. "Aquaholics, Jomo Sapiens, John Chirage, Slamtonians, I want you all to know how grateful I am for the support you gave me during this past run with the WWE. I also want to know that I did in fact receive a phone call from John Laurinaitis, during which he told me that my services as a talent were no longer required by WWE. I didn't even get a best of luck in your future endeavors. I mean, if you're gonna let me go, at least hit your catchphrase, right?" The WWE's apparent failure to send him on his way with the traditional tagline is certain to raise eyebrows as fans wonder if Hennigan left under less than rosy circumstances. Hennigan, whose wife Taya Valkyrie was released just weeks before him, added that his recent run meant so much to him, explaining, "I saw and spoke to people that I hadn't seen in 10 years. The former Johnny Nitro didn't seem to have any problem putting opponents over, noting, "The whole idea of making yourself look bad to make someone else look good is a strange thing, but for me, it's such an important part of what I do." Hennigan just turned 42 and still has all the moves to make him a featured player wherever he goes. Would you guys like to see him return to wrestling, and if so, where? Let us know in the comments down below. And finally, has Kevin Owens joined the Bloodline? Last but not least, a recent tweet from a fan who attended the WWE Super Show in Virginia is claiming Kevin Owens wore a Bloodline t-shirt during Big E's WWE Championship defense against the almighty Bobby Lashley. Twitter user Timmy Edwards Jr. posted what he claims to be is a picture of KO wearing a Bloodline t-shirt along with the message, "Kevin Owens joined the Bloodline." Twitter user Calvin also shared a picture of Lashley versus Big E, claiming, "I might not have slept in days, but seeing Kevin Owens jump out of the ring, sit down and do the New Day Rocks clap while wearing a Roman Reigns shirt, worth it." But fans who have attended house shows know the WWE sometimes allow its superstars more leeway in what they do, which could explain Owens' alleged actions. Given the difficulty in verifying reports from house shows, this is a story that could be a prank from fans or a case of Owens giving the fans something to talk about. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.